Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Detroit Lions versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't...
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Returning it, John Ross. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Well, what do we ask about players in this league? We ask them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league, had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better and better and absolutely loves the game of football.
There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
This is Dillon pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
Well, the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Gallman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. He was 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, He's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
The score, Bills 3, Lions nothing.
So it'll remain to be seen how many drives.
This game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. He got his man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady again. He'll find Lindsey here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Brady's throw there complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
14-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Lions nothing.
Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Lions have taken the lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Gain on the play. Brings up
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a first down.
18 on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain.
From the gun is Luton. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Luton to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
That keeps the score Lions 7, Bills 3.
Onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A 55-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Danny Amendola on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's out to his running back, Fournette. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is incomplete. Running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Out of the gun, McDonald. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Matt Patricia, he says now's the time. His guys are going to go for it on fourth. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the gun, McDonald. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game, and that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They go play action with McDonald. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the bootleg. McDonald. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Raekwon Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll run again here with Gallman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 37-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 59 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A delayed give to Gallman. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Gallman, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Luton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Buffalo.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Travion Williams, 27 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good to make it 17-7.
The kick is
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Amendola catching it left side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Fournette, a first down carry. We'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The handoff to Leonard Fournette. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Lions 7.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McDonald eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald, and he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Julian Edelman. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he finds Edelman again. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, McDonald. One thing I think that's safe to say. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
The score, Bills 17. Lions 10.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit and try to protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Luton. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Operating from the gun, McDonald.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Mountain to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Turnover on downs.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.